to Brown in the City. This is Shantae.
And this is Letitia.
And welcome to our second episode. Should you discuss a parent's downfall to your child or children about the other parent? Do you consider that healthy?
I feel like the child should form their own opinion of their parents. I do feel that once the kid get older, they'll form their own opinion. So I feel like we shouldn't put anything in their heads. Okay, so what I realized is that if a breakup or divorce was very painful, a parent might use the child to express unresolved emotions.
I feel like a child should never, ever have to see their parents at odds.
Right.
You know, a child is a child. They're a kid, you know, and it's very toxic for a child to have to hear or listen, or even the parent telling the child about the other parent.
I honestly feel like if you don't have anything nice to say about the other parent, to not say anything at all. I feel like children love their parents, and I'm almost certain that they don't want to hear anything negative from anyone about the parent. So it's just best that you just let them find out on their own. If it's something that you feel like they should know, let them find out on their own. It's not your place to talk negatively about that parent. Let them, especially if the parent is a good parent. If they're a good parent and they're doing everything that they should be doing as a parent, then there's no reason why you should badmouth them or anything. I do feel like a lot of times the other parent may still want the parent, or they might be miserable and they're mad that the other parent could possibly be happy or happier without them. So they kind of badmouth that parent to try to put that energy on the children, so the children can feel that same way, and that's not right.
Yeah, I just believe that a child should never have to choose.
That's correct.
I believe in healthy co-parenting. When you take the emotions out towards the other parent and focus on the child, because at the end of the day, it's about focusing on that child, making sure that child feel great that their parents are getting along, even though the parents are not in the same household.
Right.
So it's just setting a healthy boundary, between both parents, just so this child will be able to have an amazing, great life and don't have to choose, should I call mom or should I call dad? No, it should be a healthy environment for the child or children. It causes a lot of destruction if the child is hearing, the other parent talking bad about, the other parent. It's just, it's not good. It's not good. It causes a child to, go through mental, just mental thinking of, is my dad really like that, or is my mom really like that? You shouldn't have to put a child through that. That also affects a child's, growth out of life, because they become older, adulthood, and, those are the things that they can go back on and think about, like, wow, my mom or my dad said this about, my parent. How should is it true? Should I believe it?
Exactly.
It's just, it's not good. It's not good. It's not healthy. It's wrong, and for young kids, that's in school, that also messes up their grades. They think about those things. They talk amongst their peers, so now that they're talking amongst their peers, and now your business is out, Their friends is going back telling their parents.
And to be honest, that's if it's even true. Like a lot of parents, they'll just have this negative light put on the other parent just because they're just not happy. And a lot of times it's not even true. It could just be things that's totally not true. I just feel like as grown and mature adults, if you have children, you should not be talking about the other parent to your children. It's not your place. Let them form their own opinions. It's just not your place. I mean, it's not cool. And like I said, even if it is true, it's not your place. Let them learn on their own.
I know at times it's hard, depending on the circumstances of how the parents even broke up in the first place. But you have to try to set that to the side, and it's about the kid.
Definitely. For your children's mental health. So, like, you don't want them to think nothing crazy. You just, like I said, let them learn. it'll be a good place, a better place if people just was more positive. If you got something positive to say, yes, talk about that. But all negative things is not cool. It's just not.
And if you feel, and like I said, if one parent notices that the other parent is just negative, block it out. Block it out.
Yeah.
Silence is everything.
I just think us as adults should just know what's right and what's wrong, especially when it comes to our children. We don't want to teach them negative energy.
Yeah, and then literally going off the embarrassment, like you can be at a gathering and you know how kids are.
Wow.
They say anything. They say anything,
Yes, they
and
do.
you know, especially when they're really young.
And you know what? It's just people just crazy. I mean, I just feel like, you know, in the world that we live in, us as parents, we should want our children to just have positive vibes, positive energy. So just speaking negatively on the actual parent that you chose to have a child with is not cool. So you should like think twice when you choose to do that.
Yeah, definitely think before before you speak. You know, and words are very powerful.
Very powerful.
Words are very, very powerful. You know, even though some people may say, "Oh, I didn't mean that," but at the end of the day, when you say those powerful words, that
You cannot get them back.
you can't. You
You
can't.
can't take them back.
It
They
causes
already
a big effect on that individual.
put them out in the universe. I
And-
feel like sometimes their kids is all they have to talk to.
Yeah,
Or
true.
their kids might be the only people that will listen.
Yeah.
Other people may know better. Like sometimes when you go to people and talk about you can't go to everybody and talk about a certain person because they know the truth. So all you could do is go to your child and talk about someone that has absolutely no idea about that person to the point where you're describing that person. So a lot of times that's why they go to children, because other people know better. Other people won't listen. Other people know the truth. And I also feel that like when you project things or the negative energy on your children and you're talking about the other parent, I would encourage you to talk about yourself more, but not the other parent. Because a lot of times it's like you're so caught on talking about that other parent so negative that you talk about yourself.
Yeah.
So basically, I feel that it's very important for parents to remember that the issues with each other should stay between them. It should not be projected on the children.
I definitely agree with that.
Mhm.
You know, I just feel like your private matters is your private matters, regardless if it's child or your parents. You know, y'all have your own family, and I just feel like that should be amongst your family, your household,
Yes.
no one else's.
Yes.
I believe in privacy.
And
You
I
know.
believe in counseling. I believe
Yeah.
that if y'all are like to the point where you feel like, you know, y'all can't get along, then maybe y'all should do counseling with your children. I mean, make it a healthy gathering instead of, you know, being negative.
Yeah, counseling is amazing. And
For everyone.
when people hear counseling, they look at it as that's a bad word, like this is a bad thing. Oh, I'm not going to counseling. Who a stranger going to tell me about what I'm doing? No, don't have that type of mentality, you know, because you need somebody that don't know y'all to, you know, figure out to see
To help.
to help out, you know, because it's always a root to the issue. Always know it's a root to the issue. So by you going to counseling, that would be very enlightening, you know, it's healthy. I believe that you will have an amazing outcome with that. You know, so I would just say that, you know, that's something literally to think about. It's nothing wrong with that.
True. And I feel that kids need to feel safe and supported by both parents. That's just the bottom line. So they should not be caught in the middle of
Absolutely.
your conflict.
Yeah, let them be kids.
But thank you
Yeah.
guys for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Yes.
Hope
Yes.
you like it.
Thank you for all the love and support that y'all
Yes.
have been showing Brown in the
Yes,
city.
yes.
We are at awe, you know.
Yes.
Down to the many followers that we're getting. We're really happy, you know.
And still go to our YouTube and
Yes,
subscribe.
yes.
Okay, comment, like our videos, please. And we'll see you next time.
Until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.